I suppose I had some experience. I would have been a primary school principal, but I would have been seconded here, and I've worked with the games development team before. I would have worked with Liam as my predecessor as well in the committee. It's been a busy year, very, very enjoyable, I have to say. And there's, games development and the GAA in general, and a lot of our initiatives are growing stronger and stronger. Like, as I would have outlined in my own presentation, it was, if we take 3 key areas, the cool camps would be one of our areas in games development, led here by Jimmy Dwyer in Croke Park. Our numbers were record numbers. 82,000 people went to the Kellogg's GAA cool camps this year, which is outstanding in the current climate. I think when finance and the economy is on a downturn, for our numbers to be going up, it's excellent. The second area, I suppose, is our games programme, our child, our youth and our adults, and we've really defined now the child and the whole area of Go Games. We found our recent analysis that our participation numbers have increased by 30%, which is, again, outstanding. Youth, certainly we have our committee, and we are looking at making proposals in relation to the whole youth area. That's something we are looking at. I think Jim Bulger raised it today in relation to the elite player and how much is asked of the elite player in relation to not on the playing field in conjunction with exams. That's something we're going to have to look at, and Jim called for action now, and it's something certainly that I would be interested in looking at. And then our adult games, the theme of today's conference was our adult games and development, both at inter-county level but at club as well. And the club model today, Crossmaglen outlined, their chairman and their coaching officer outlined how their club operates, and they said at the start there's no secret, but it's all hard work. And we have a wonderful games development staff, both here in Croke Park and around the country, and they get huge assistance, volunteer assistance. As you said, the ambassadors, people who are willing to go back into the club, and Crossmaglen outlined that today. I think the Crossmaglen chairman outlined that Aaron Kernan was an example of someone who was taking the his minor football team, and Oisin McConville before him, and that's reflective of clubs all over the country. And again, there is no secret but hard work, doing the right things, and we're lucky that we have such a voluntary effort in conjunction with our games development staff. So as a committee, we've more or less nailed the child area. We brought in Go Games 3 years ago under my predecessor, the Ukron, certainly drove forward along with Christy Cooney, who was his predecessor as chairman of this committee. We have nailed that. We have now got participation. People realise it's the right thing to do, that we don't leave children on the sideline. We're moving up to the youth level, and certainly there's a whole area there between 17 and 23, I think is what Jim outlined today, and we are looking at that, and I would be fairly confident we would bring proposals to Congress in 2014 to try and address that. It is a difficult area. Fixture planning within the GAA is a difficult area, but anything we can do to help that, and also to define the youth player, I think we have to look at it and bring proposals. And one of the reasons I think we will be waiting until 2014 is, and I think I'm on the record of saying this, is we have to communicate it effectively to our membership first of all. They have to understand what we're trying to do. We have to put the player first, not necessarily the club or the county first. The player has to come first, and what's good for the player, and we have to become player-centred, and that's what we'll be looking at, and looking at very, very closely.